Bowe Bergdahl is Bowe Bergdahl's father, and of course, he desperately wanted his son back, and that makes a ton of sense. And so he did a teary press conference where he was elated at the news. Let's take a look at the first part of that.
I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of your character. I'm so proud of your patience and your perseverance. I am so proud of your cultural abilities to adapt, your language skills, your desire and your action to serve this country in a very difficult, long war. But most of all, I'm proud of how much you wanted to help the Afghan people and what you were willing to do to go to that length.
So these are interesting folks. He's from Idaho, and he also thanked all the bikers and bikettes, I believe he said, that helped in this cause. And obviously it's his son. I don't know how much Bowe Bergdahl has helped the Afghan people. I sympathize with his notion that the war certainly was not helping the Afghan people. I don't sympathize with the way he went on to protest that, if that's in fact what he was doing. Now, the second part of his father's press conference is going to raise some eyebrows at Fox News, I suspect.
Bowe, I love you. I'm your father. Zeabayem. I've written to you over and over. Tasopa English Ipege. Can you speak English still? I would write him.
Oh boy. There was some languages spoken in Afghanistan there. Heads at Fox News are exploding right now, so let me explain instead. It's possible that Bowe Bergdahl, I know this seems amazing to believe, might not speak English anymore. He learned a couple of the local languages. Of course, he can still speak English, you don't forget it, but he's gone through a tremendous amount of trauma. So what he remembers and doesn't remember, what he chooses to believe at this point, it's not maybe not necessarily his choice. That's why his father is trying to communicate with him in a way that he might understand, both linguistically, but also trying to reach out and say, I know you were trying to help the Afghan people. And he's responding to tapes that he's seen of his son. Now, a lot of that will not go over well here, but that's the reality of Bowe Bergdahl's situation here, and that's why his father, Bob, is trying to help him back to who he used to be. Now, there's one part that I didn't like of what Bob said. He said, someday there will be a time for interviews and books and whatever, and I have a lot to say, and I know Bo's going to have a lot to say about this, but that's still a distant future thing, and I won't let things get in the way of Bo's recovery. I guess America being what it is today, yeah, there'll be books. It's not what I would have been thinking about on the first day. And so at some point, it looks like the Bergdahl family is going to get probably a decent amount of money to write a book. Well, Bowe, welcome back to America.